Hi, I'm Stephanie Laska. I lost 140 pounds and created Dirty Lazy Keto. Thanks for joining me here on the YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe and enjoy the show. Well, we're going to talk about how to make cupcakes on keto. Cupcakes. I know, right? Cupcakes and keto. It's like a match made in heaven. So here's how I came up with this, you guys. I was shopping this week at Big Lots. And if you don't have Big Lots in your area, it's like a discount, grocery store or discount store. And I came across this box of Duncan Hines keto-friendly classic yellow cake mix. And I was like, oh, caught my eye. They also had some chocolate, but the yellow cake grabbed my eye. But you know what made me upset? I was all excited at first, but then I saw the price tag. And this is $5.49. I was like, excuse me, for a keto cupcake? That's a little rich for my blood, even if it does taste good. I don't know if you've tried these or not, but I was thinking $5.49 at a discount store like Big Lots. I mean, come on. We've got to find a better way to make delicious, low-carb deliciousness and keto desserts, right? We can do it a little bit more affordable than that. And you can do it while having a lot of fun. So I don't know about you guys, but during my journey of losing 140 pounds, here I am. I missed baking. I used to bake a lot. Any bakers out there? And that was one thing during my journey. I'm like, does that mean I can never bake again? Because I missed it. And you can see here a picture. Here's me and my son. We're making donuts, right? Yeah. So I had to learn how to make dishes. Oh, no. I want to be unplugging myself. Let me know if anything went wrong. But I learned how to make keto-friendly items. I learned how to cut the carbs, cut the sugar, cut the flour, but still in a way that it would be delicious, right? And easy to make and affordable. I can't always be out buying this kind of stuff or pre-made items. I wanted to be able to have that fun in the kitchen, bake, and feel like I'm still, like a normal person. And I think that's one of the benefits of Dirty Lazy Keto is that you can still make all this stuff, copycat recipes, if you will. And it's pretty easy to do. So the recipe I'm going to teach you guys today, it is actually on the cover. It's a cover girl. It's right here. See it right here? See that beautiful? See her? She's so pretty. Here's the cupcake. It's on the cover of Dirty Lazy Keto 5-ingredient cookbook where all the recipes only use 5 main ingredients. 5 main ingredients. So if it's like salt, that doesn't count. So don't be all judgy over here and me. I'm talking about like 5 big ingredients that you might have to go to the store for. So we're going to keep it simple, but also keep it delicious. And if you have your copy, go ahead and turn to page 183, because that is where the recipe is. And it's called Stuffed Birthday Cake Surprise. I'll show you a picture. Oh, we like pictures. I know, aren't they beautiful? They're like gorgeous pink ladies. And it's pretty simple to make. It's fast. It takes like 15, 20 minutes. Cook time. For me, my oven's a little hot, so it cooks in about 15 minutes. I know, it's super fast, and it's a lot more affordable than potentially what you might find in your grocery store. Excited? This recipe we're going to make today, it's going to make 10 cupcakes, and we are going to tweak this a little bit. We're not going to do the full recipe that's here in this book. I'm not going to teach you the icing or the stuffing. Instead, I'm going to teach you a slight twist. That might be even better. That way it's fun if you already have the book. It's like a bonus recipe, something new. So let's spin the wheel real quick and make sure everyone is participating because they know that there's a prize eligible for commenting. Here we go. You ready? Spinning the wheel. And this can be done live if you're here right now with me or later or a month from now, a year from now. I often check back and pick winners. Okay, so it is a fridge magnet today. It's going to be a Dirty Lazy Keto fridge magnet, which is the pyramid. How I recommend you spread out your net carbs on any given day to maximize your weight loss. And this pyramid is inside all the Dirty Lazy Keto books. But it's fun to have a fridge magnet right smack center of the fridge. So every time you go there to snack, you're like, am I really hungry? Or no, I don't know. Maybe I'm not. And then it's right in front of you. It's a good reminder. So I'm going to move the wheel out the way because it's so big. There we go. And I'm just going to set this copy of the book on this stand here so you know what we're talking about today and what page number. Okay, we're moving. We're moving. So hopefully everybody's saying hi in the comments, commenting, saying hello, hello, and just sharing general tips because it makes everything better when we're all in it together. And it's not just me talking. So we're going to do this a little bit different. And let me tell you what ingredients you want to get out in your kitchen. Okay, so I got them all right here. First, I'm going to put my gloves on because that's what we got to do. Keep sanitary. Okay. Okay. So the first ingredient you're going to need is a 1/4 cup of unsalted butter softened. Now, the reason I do unsalted butter is because then you control the amount of salt in your recipe. So if you only have salted, that's fine, but just omit the salt in the recipe. That's what I would suggest for you. A little secret trick. You're also going to want 4 ounces of full-fat cream cheese. Full-fat cream cheese. And this is also softened. The reason why full-fat, tell me in the comments. Do we do anything low-fat in keto land? No, we don't. Everything is always full-fat. Fat makes food taste delicious, makes things richer, helps you get into ketosis, stay in ketosis, but most importantly, it tastes good, people. So use fat to make healthy food taste better. And when needed, to make your baked goods taste delicious, because that's the trick. You're also going to need a 1/2 cup of 0-carb net sweetener. So here's my 1/2 cup. You can use any kind of zero net carb sweetener that you have on hand, whatever brand, whatever floats your boat. Don't let people judge you. There's a lot of judgy people out there in keto land, and we are not inviting any of them to listen to this podcast or make comments. So if that's you, keep scrolling, right? Keep on going, because we're dirty keto people. We like sugar-free sweeteners. We like making copycat recipes, and that's okay. You can use whatever brand or style that you prefer. You're also going to need a 1/2 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. Use the good stuff. Oh, it's delicious. Sometimes I even put in a little more. I'm a heavy vanilla person. Oh, I like the smell. It just reminds me of yumminess. I'll even put a little bit on my wrists, like my perfume. So that's yummy. We're also going to need 2 large eggs. You can go ahead and beat them if you want to get a head start. And you'll need a 1/2 tablespoon of baking powder. A 1/2 tablespoon. So tablespoon's the big one. You're going to need a 1/2 tablespoon of baking powder. That helps your cupcakes rise. A 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Got that already pre-measured here. And then last but not least, you're going to need 1 1/4 cup super fine blanched almond flour. So I'll say that again. 1 1/4 cup of super fine blanched almond flour. I recommend the super fine blanched almond flour because it has slightly less carbs than regular blanched almond flour. And I buy mine at Costco, but I also like the Red Mill or Red Mill. What brand do you guys like? Tell me in the comments. And tell me the amount of carbs that you see in your package. That's very helpful to everyone. So did you get out all your ingredients? Are you ready? You're like, girl, make some cupcakes already. Let's do this. Here are the directions. We are going to preheat our oven to 375. You are going to take a muffin tin, like so, and you're going to put in 10 liners. I like to use these little disposable jobbies because then you can just throw them away. But if you have something fancier, more power to you. So go ahead and line your muffin tin with 10 because that's what this recipe is going to make. Now you're going to grab a medium mixing bowl. Got this right behind me here in the office, cooking, baking. No kitchen in sight, but I'm trying to make do so I can help you guys learn how to make these delicious keto cupcakes. So in your medium mixing bowl, you're going to combine the following. Your butter. Dump that in. Pretending. And then you're going to add your cream cheese. It looks like I'm adding, right? And then you're going to add your sweetener, the sugar-free sweetener that we pre-measured. And then your vanilla. Love the vanilla. And then the eggs. Okay, putting that all into your mixing bowl, and you're going to beat until smooth. If you have an electric mixer, like a handheld mixer, that'd be a good thing to use at this point. Or if you have one of those fancy ones where it goes up and down, you can use that too. But just make sure it's all beat until smooth. Once that is done, you're going to go ahead and add your baking powder and salt and mix again and scrape down the sides often. And the reason I recommend this is you have to get that baking powder off the sides. You really need that in your mix and well mixed, right? Because that way you don't have one cupcake rising and another not. So really get that combined and mixed smoothly. And the very last step that you're going to do is add your almond flour. Okay, almond flour. And I recommend as you're beating to scrape the sides often and continue to mix. That way it's all thoroughly combined. Now I'm going to show you what the batter looks like. I'm going to try to move this out the way. Here we go. Because what I did is made these cupcakes last night, so I would have all the steps for you and some examples. And rather than me trying to blend smoothly here in my office without an electric mixer, just my giant muscle and flabby arm, this way I can show you what the batter is going to look like. It's kind of thick. So I want to show you how thick it actually looks. Okay, I'm holding a spatula upside down to let it kind of plop out. Right? So it's a little bit thicker maybe than you're used to, like pre-keto cooking or baking. Batter for cakes and cupcakes was more runny. This is a little bit thicker. The reason why is you've got all that flour in there, right? The almond flour. It's just ground up almonds. So it's got a thicker, doughier consistency. But on the plus side, it's going to make scooping out the batter into your cupcake liners that much easier. What I like to use, and tell me if you have a trick. Put that in your comment if you have a trick for this one. But I like to use a little, what's this thing called? Is it an ice cream scooper or a melon scooper, do you think? You could probably use either one, right? And you're going to use this to scoop out your dough in 10 even amounts. All of the Dirty Lazy Keto recipes, when it says yield, it's not always specific, like, oh, you have to get 2/3 amount in each muffin cup. The reason I don't do that is sometimes ingredients differ in sizes. Like if I say large eggs, your large eggs might be different from my large eggs. That's why it's not like such an exact science. I'll tell you, just divide up your recipe, divide up your dough by 10, put it in the 10 cupcake liners. You have to kind of eyeball it. This is lazy keto, right? We're dirty lazy. We don't have to be all perfect and weighing and measuring food. That is so boring. We don't want to do that. So does that help? I hope so. 10 even amounts of your muffin mix. All right. So you're going to scoop that out, put it in your muffin tins. I'm pulling out my beautiful finished product. But before I can show you what it looks like when it's done, I have to tell you how many minutes to cook it. So again, you're putting this in that preheated oven and cooking it for, I say, about 15 minutes. You can go higher than that, up to 20 if you need to. My oven cooks a little hot, so 15 did it for me. And you're going to pull them out of the oven, let them cool, and then remove them from the pan. But I don't want to jump ahead. I want you guys to see how golden brown and delicious, how fabulous this low-carb, keto-friendly cupcake looks. I mean, come on, people. This is a work of art. Is it not? This is exciting, right? Like we could actually have a fun dessert. And it didn't cost you $5 at Big Lots and mysterious weird chemicals. You know what was in it. Now, I think these can be a real perfect treat, these keto-friendly cupcakes, for a holiday or a get-together. And I'm going to show you my little fun twist today, which is a little bit different than in the cookbook. I've even got a spoon so I can have some when we're off air. So I'm going to take my delicious cupcake and I'm going to unpeel it and put it in my serving bowl here because we're going to top it with something even more fabulous than you ever imagined. Here we go. Look how fabulous it is. I brought out some strawberries. Can you guess what I'm going to do? Yep, I brought out some whole fresh strawberries. I bet you're guessing in the comments. And we're going to artfully decorate our cupcake. You could cut it up to stretch them out, make them look a little prettier, right? I'm just going to set them all around the edges. So it looks beautiful. And who knows what I'm going to put on top of this? Oh, lots of guesses today. I'm talking about some Cool Whip or some whipped cream. Either one, right? Because that is going to make the most delicious strawberry shortcake that is keto friendly using this simple and fast, easy to make muffin. And it was affordable too. I know, right? Are you excited? So let me get my spoon out because I have to finish this off. There's no way I'm going to leave this naked over here. Now, Cool Whip is one of my favorites. Because you can put it in your freezer and forget about it until you need it. But personally, when it's frozen, I think it tastes like ice cream. Now, this has 2 grams of net carbs per 2 tablespoon serving. I had to really squint there. But you can also use the stuff in the can, right? So here we go. This is from my freezer. I'm going to put like a nice 2 tablespoon dollop. Oop. I'm going to drop it right on top of my strawberry shortcake. And, I want to lick this so bad. I can't do it. I can't do it. Here we go. Ta-da! Come on, people. That is amazing, right? Look at that beautiful strawberry shortcake. Did you feel like that was easy to make and fast? I hope so. And just in case you're curious, I brought out the net carbs for strawberries. If you were wanting to know, strawberries for a 1 cup of whole strawberries, it can range between 8 and 10 grams in net carbs. And it kind of depends on the weight or the size of strawberries. So, I don't usually do a whole cup. I might just do a couple berries or slice them or dice them. That way it stretches out a little bit more for my bang for my buck. And in addition to using Cool Whip, it's okay to use real whipped cream in a can. That's totally fine. Just pay attention to your serving size and, maybe do a little squirt in your mouth accordingly. I think part of Dirty Lazy Keto, what works for people, that helps people stay on plan and be successful, is that you can still have delicious treats like this. You don't have to feel like you're missing out, right? You don't have to order from a keto bakery or, buy these boxes or, specialty items at the grocery store. You can make stuff on your own, and it's pretty simple to do. And you can use everyday ingredients like strawberries, whipped cream, and not feel like you're weird or that you're somehow missing out. For me, that's an important part. And the food tastes just as good, if not better, than a traditional, higher carb alternative, right? And my family loves this. They'll eat them up and not know the difference. In fact, I had to get everyone off my plates when I was cooking last night and baking. They're all like, "Ooh, this is for me." I'm like, "No, it's not. It's for you." So keep in mind, these are perfect for get-togethers and fun festivities, but just a little caveat, a little asterisk, a little word of advice. Can I do like a star? Warning bell. Warning bell. I won't be Stephanie if I don't keep it real. But the thing is, with food like cupcakes, it's easy to go down that path of like, oh, I deserve it. It's my birthday. It's someone's birthday. It's this, it's that. But enjoy these cupcakes, but not as a reward. Okay. Use them however you want. Enjoy them. Be part of a normal person's lifestyle. As long as you're not thinking, this is my own little words of advice, like somehow you deserve it, that it's a reward, having all sorts of desserts is some kind of a goal to have, because they should be something that's throughout your day and normal, but not something that's going to make you reinforce that food as a reward is somehow, that's like our old lifestyle. Does that make sense? I know that's a little convoluted, but anyway, keep that in mind. I want to give you an even better way of saying this. There's a video I'm going to put up next in case you're curious about what I'm actually trying to say here. And it's called The Best and the Worst Ways to Celebrate Keto Weight Loss. The best and the worst ways to celebrate keto weight loss. Because you and I both know that it's tempting to go down this path of always wanting deliciousness when we're celebrating or having a birthday. But for a lot of us, that can spell trouble. At least it did for me. So I have to be really careful of that and something to be mindful of. So I just want you guys to know that you are not alone on this journey. I'm here to support you. I have so many resources that I've created, from the videos that we're doing to the Facebook support groups, right? and all the how-to guides and the cookbooks. I just feel like I'm continually coming up with things to keep you motivated and inspired and wanting to do your very best. So if there's a topic I haven't come up with yet or that you haven't seen, let me know in the comments and I'll try to respond with either a link or a big thank you. I'll be doing that one. Okay. And make sure that you're on the mailing list. If you sign in on my website, dirtylazyketo.com, I'll put you on the mailing list for free and notify you whenever there's new videos, new resources, new opportunities to help you learn more and better yourself. So keep in mind, you guys, DLK works because it's flexible. It's easy to do for the long haul, and it's possible, and it works no matter where you live. Just regular food. It's all you need, guys. It's all you need. So give yourself a round of applause because you did it. You were here today. You learned how to make cupcakes. You learned how to make cupcakes. So give yourself a round of applause. I'm very proud of you. Congratulations. Woo!